Hello everybody and welcome back to Heritage Play. Today we are checking out a demo for a game that is going to be coming out, I believe, sometime in the next month. It is Music Store Simulator. Now I played this game a little bit here and I saw that, at least on the Steam store where this game is, there was a lot of questions about how to play the game. Because nothing was really, or they couldn't figure it out work-wise. And I thought that I would make a video just checking it out because this seemed like my kind of thing. Like a lot of people, I played guitar for a really long time. I still have a few, play occasionally, just not as much as I used to. And I thought I'd check it out because I've always been interested in this type of thing. Building instruments, I've always found that a pretty neat thing. This game here, it takes that experience and, like a lot of simulator games, it just, thought that that would be a fun little niche that wasn't being filled. And I think it looks great. As far as the options go, there's tons of options, as you can see here. We'll go upstairs in a moment and have a look. But I just kind of wanted to show you guys, they've got different kinds of wood. This is just one of the style of guitars that they have, different types of wood. For the body shape, they've got a couple different body shapes. All through here, this is the warehouse that we're looking at. And there's the necks, so you do have to stock up in the warehouse. It is limited here because this is a demo, but it was pretty fun. There's a couple things that I would like to see different. Some of the interface changed a little bit, but they've got all kinds of necks. They've only got the two body styles, at least here, but again, this is the demo. We'll have a look at the shop, or what we can see upstairs on the computer, because it's a simulation game, so of course there's a computer for you to get orders and order equipment and all that fun stuff. Different types of frets, that's pretty cool. Hardware, here's all the paint. We're going to complete an order here in a little bit and kind of work through. I'll show you guys how all that looks. We've got some of the hardware, electronics. Let's see here, all looking good. And you do get to kind of move this around. So like here's the strings, for example. And if we look, some of this stuff is kind of blocked out. But if you look, destroy, move to another shelf, that's locked, but it just shows details. Let's see here, electronics, backplate, and the shelf is empty. Backplate, more electronics, strings, truss rod cover. Alright, let's go take a look upstairs and see some of the options that we have in there. Oh, they do have a recording studio over here, which I thought was really cool. It's very minimum right now. This is one of those things that you can kind of upgrade in the game, but this is where you would like tune and kind of test the guitar or bass. You can make basses in this game as well. And it's a little recording studio that you get to kind of build up. Can I see that? Okay. Desk chair, do you want to sit down? Alright, let's take a look at the computer here. So it looks pretty in-depth. There's brand popularity, which goes, per country, or at least some regions, as far as the world goes, to show what percentage of popularity you have there. You can do advertising campaigns. Let's close out of that. So supplies, right? So here's some of the electric guitar instruments. You can't use the mouse wheel to scroll through this, which is one thing that I would really like to see them change. But as far as electric guitars go, that's just one of the body styles, double cut. I'd like to see more of the body styles, like different kind of options too. like I said, this is a demo, so it might be that they're gonna throw in options for other body styles, options for the different kind of configurations, for the pickups, because these are humbuckers. I'd like to see some single coils, P90s, that kind of thing. Let's see. And these are all some guitar amplifiers, acoustic basses, electric basses, bass amplifiers, strings, electric guitars. We were just in acoustic guitars, electroacoustic, supplies, different kinds of paint. And each paint has, of course, as you can see by the stars, a higher quality level that you can get. And the higher the quality, the more the person that's ordering is going to be happy, but it also increases the price. As you can see here, there's the current balance that we have in the demo. Different colors that they've got in there, lots of stuff. Glues, super fast glue, and just regular glue. All kinds of different clamps they've got in there. Workbenches, which there's two of them downstairs, and I'm assuming that you can kind of add in, and then there's looks like higher quality ones, internal shapes, external shapes. All right, I guess we'll figure out what that is when they release the game. We're gonna close out of that. Course skills, so instruments. Okay, here's the different body styles that they've got in. So they've got like the Les Paul type, the SG type, Strat, Tele, Flying V, Thin Line Tele. There's another bass, hollow body, guitar amplifiers, bass amplifiers. So there is like an upgrade system in here. Acoustic guitar types. Over here, acoustic bass types, electrified guitars. So that must be like acoustic electric bass strings. New models. Okay, I wonder if that's just strings. Oh, that's pretty cool. You could build violins, viola, cello, and a double bass. Let's see, there's the guitar. Can't see what those are. Skills. And skills, the more that you work with something, the better quality that it'll come out to. So they do have that upgrade structure in here, which is awesome. But I think I've done enough talking for now. They got finance, statistics, warehouse, and all that stuff. Studio structure. Let's go over the email. Like every game has, or every simulator game has the email where you can go in and check that out. Oh, black for the first one. And the second one, he wants Mariner Blue. Not sure what kind of blue that is. Let's go with this one. Light blue, violet, turquoise. There it is. Marine blue. I can read. Alright, so let's go back. Marine blue. Alright, so now we're going into painting. We're going to just start by painting the body here. And element to paint. And this is where you just kind of go all over, just like Microsoft Paint all those years ago, and it'll automatically only paint the area that it's supposed to paint. So like the center here is supposed to be the blue, the marine blue that the guy wanted as part of his order. This is one of those things where I would like to see kind of work around a little bit. It's kind of hard to angle over here, even see what you're doing. You can flip the guitar around to get the other side. And of course it's got that percentage done down here. Cavities are usually black because they do like a grounding paint a lot of times for mass-produced guitars. Unless you get like a really high-end one or a moderately high-end one where they're actually using copper. And the back is just all black. I really like that they get to, or that they set in there for the colors when you're selecting what kind of colors you want to paint, that you can do sunbursts and stuff like that. That's pretty awesome. Didn't see that because this is the order that I didn't do when I played this, just kind of testing it out to see if this was even something that I would want to check out. Playing through this, I am pretty excited to check out this full game when it comes out. Even with some of the camera difficulties that I've got. Got it. Alright, so now we're going to go on to the other color, which is the blue. And thankfully, that is just going to be this top bit. Really nice and easy to get it all. And it really does only get the spot that you need. Notice that it's not painting on the neck of the guitar. Alright. 100%. Alright, so that's done. And now we go onto the neck. And they don't make it overly difficult when you're doing this too, which I thought was really great. You know, they've got a nice little semblance of being accurate while still being, you know, relatively easy. Alright. Now we do this one. There we go. Just had to set it to move. It's been a few days. Alright, so now it's up there. This is where I'm going to start cutting, because I'm not going to make you sit here and listen to me rant on for however long it's going to take for that to go through. But yeah, so there's the idea. It's pretty cool. Once it finishes drying for the paint, then you get to glue on the fretboard. You got to clamp it, dry again, put all the hardware on, which they make nice and easy. You just kind of screw in, which I'll show here in just a moment when I start cutting. But yeah, we're going to start cutting now. Alright, so we are done with that drying. I was looking through the computer upstairs and I saw that there are indeed upgrades like drying rooms that should increase or decrease the time that it takes for the stuff to dry, like the equipment, or the paint and the glue. That is something that is nice. What would be really great is if they had a like a speed up thing. You know what I mean? Like where you can just kind of like fast forward the time. That's what I was trying to think of. Fast forward the time so that while you're waiting, you can, you know, just make your time a little bit less. Of course, the idea is that you build multiple guitars at the same time because you only have a certain amount of time in the day. But I just I would like to see something like that, where they would just, you know, speed up the time a little bit. That would be great. This is the part where I had trouble when I first played through the clamps. So when you use the clamp position, you actually have to like drag it down, click and drag, and then let go, confirm, move on to the next one. That's what took me a while, because I kept clicking on it, thinking, okay, yeah, you click on the clamp and it gets tighter and tighter, as a clamp does, if you've ever used one of those. But yeah, no, in this one, you're just supposed to do that. And there's no clicking afterwards to try to tighten it. It's just good to go. We'll just stick it there. 1 hour, 1 minute. So this is where it would be nice that you had that fast forward time thing. So I'm going to cut this next bit out as well, and when we come back we will do up the hardware and finish the guitar. Alright, almost done with this thing here. Move back over and complete the hardware and electronics. Oh, and frets, of course. Thankfully, they make this part really easy. There's no clamping, there's no gluing as you would typically do. Just click through. Some of the stuff that you can do in this game that I saw on that computer upstairs is you can get a photo booth and you know, take pictures, which will help for online sales of your guitars, which I think is really cool. You can also black. You also have your like collection room where you can just put guitars that aren't for sale. So if there's, you know, something that you really want to do, like I don't know, making a Slash inspired guitar or something like that, then you can absolutely do that, which I think is awesome. And then when you finish, you can just put it in the gallery. This is one of those things where it would be nice if you could just kind of speed through. This is one of those things where I can see it being a little repetitive. Well, the whole game really, I guess, could be repetitive, but that's just simulator games, you know? Uh, if you wanted something that wasn't repetitive, don't play a simulator game. Uh, that's pretty much how it goes. But I'm enjoying this, and I'm into that whole simulator game type thing. I really like watching the videos of other YouTubers playing simulator games and just kind of seeing their approach, seeing how to play the game, see if it's worth my time, that kind of thing. Uh, here, green, blue. So I do have a few simulator games myself, and well, more than a few. But this is definitely a game that I would like to pick up. Will I pay full price for it? Probably. Um, just kind of depends on when it actually does come out. There's no official release date just yet. I believe it's just set for like sometime in January right now. Uh, Steel, Steel, Firm, Pickguard. I mean, they really went all out as far as the quality, all of the different kind of options you can put in. You can expand your warehouse and everything like that. Definitely a game that I would like to pick up. If you are have any interest in seeing a game like that or seeing me play a game like that, leave a comment and let me know. If you're interested, I will definitely pick it up and put videos on YouTube of me playing that game. Or don't leave a comment because I just might do that anyway. Uh, well, I'll play the game. Whether or not I upload videos to YouTube, I might not. Because this is quite time consuming. However long this video ends up being, it's not going to be as long, hopefully, as what I'm looking at right now because I've been recording for an hour at this particular point in time. When I go to cut everything, all of those drying times out, hopefully it'll get to a reasonable time frame. It's done here. See, this is where it'd be nice if you can like click and drag, kind of like in Kerbal Space Program. When you're building something, you can click on the screen and drag around when you're building your rockets, your planes. Let's see here. That would be a whole lot easier to do, or that would make building this guitar in this game or building instruments in this game a whole lot easier if you can just like click and drag to move the camera around versus actually using the keys. Alright, now we've got tuning keys that we're going to put on. Last tuning key. Now it's strings. I think I'm just going to cut through this because it is a timely process. I'll show you the first one here. But this is where I mean, I get it. You know, when you're putting strings on guitar, you got to have everything line up. But this is a little bit much for each string. Maybe that's something that you can unlock on the computer. And then you get to adjust the truss rod, make sure that the neck is aligned the way that it's supposed to be. And then you just hold down on one of the strings and you can go to the rehearsal room to tune up the guitar. Back up the spiral staircase. Right in here. Complete the order. There we go. So it goes over all the quality, how much everything was, your experience gain for the materials and everything, final price of the guitar, your New Balance, how happy they were about it, price, quality, time. Not so happy about time. Let's see here. But yeah, that was the, we defined the final price. So we could adjust, which is definitely something that you can do to kind of, you know, gain points, which makes them come back for more. We'll just do that. Set them into the new bracket for the customer loyalty. And that's that. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you made it this far. I really appreciate it. More videos will be coming. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.